We're gonna introduce Miss Rose last. Give her a grand introduction.
And we're gonna.
Yeah, all those.
Look, they know, and y'all know which one's which. Do y'all got them memorized yet?
No, not yet.
I got to memorize. This is DJ.
Oh, it's not working.
This is clapping. I think. What is this? Tinkerbell?
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. It's
We're live.
all going. Oh, wait a
Saying
minute.
something.
Can you see it?
Try to reconnect. Is the Wi-Fi really bad here? Maybe I need to go on Wi-Fi.
Maybe let's just record it. You think
Okay.
we're going to
Yeah.
go live?
Okay.
Because you know the Wi-Fi. What's the Corey? Is it Corey
It
1990?
should be.
You probably got it hooked up.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to just video. We're just going to video it. We're just going to video it.
Not Lisa.
And here we go. All right, it's videoing it.
Okay.
All right.
Instead of
Number 7.
I want to say hello to everybody out there in Facebook land. We are
YouTube
doing
land.
our very first duel. We are recording for our Facebook page, and we're coming to live to you from our Facebook page.
No, we took it off.
Oh, we
Oh,
did.
Okay,
we're trying.
Well,
We're learning.
We are live.
Yeah, we're live.
And this, when you see it, from wherever you see it, from whenever you see it, we thank you for taking the time to sit with us. Today, we are so excited about our conversation and our special guest. Woo! Lisa? Okay, without further ado, when we come to you every other Monday, this is the session that we hold dear to our hearts. We are all mothers with a message, and we are voices of
Pain.
Absolutely. And so our pain has brought us to this position to where we're able to sit with you and have a conversation on how we are working with the hand that we were dealt. So from is this left?
Left.
To our right, we're going to have everybody to introduce ourselves, and we'll come back to our special host that is with us today. So go ahead, Cindy.
I'm Cindy, and I'm in this path because my daughter Allie was murdered in 2020.
Okay, my name is Elgina Smith. I am on this healing journey. My son Anthony Jerome Smith was taken by gun violence here in Louisville, Kentucky in 2015, and so his name is Anthony.
I'm Lisa. My son was murdered December 9th, 2021. That's why I'm here. And his name was Andre DeVille Scott Jr., better known as Dre.
Mm-hmm. So Allie, AJ, and
Dre.
Dre's mom, we're the normal panelists that have been coming to you, and we wanted to say a special thank you to all of our listeners. We have seen our numbers go up, and we want to really acknowledge England and also
Akron, Ohio.
Akron,
Vera,
Ohio.
thank you so much. I know you personally, and I appreciate you listening and following and giving the great comments that you have on our session, because it is a lot for us to sit behind this mic and speak on it, but we do want to help somebody out there, another mother, or just somebody who if you know me personally, you know Elgina, you know Cindy, and if you know our special guest, you've been affected by gun violence. Mm-hmm. And we just hope it helps you know what to say to them, how to get through those struggle days.
Absolutely. And so without further ado, if you don't know her, you need to learn about Miss Rose Smith. Miss Rose Smith. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank y'all for having me.
You are more than welcome. First, I gotta really, really, really draw it in. Let me go ahead and put my best bring into the mic. Next is none other than the Queen of Peace herself, Miss Rose Smith, the founder and the heart behind the vision of bringing co-survivors together to have a safe space so that they can heal. So, Miss Rose Smith, we are honored that you took this time out. When I say that she has 1,000 things that she could be doing other than sitting on this couch, but the heart that serves allowed her to clear her schedule for this small window to be with us so that you all can meet and we could greet her with a royal thank you so much.
Thank
So Miss Rose Smith, Cindy to your left and Lisa to your right and me beside you, we all have our personal experiences bringing us to this really unique, cozy atmosphere here on this couch. All of us are co-survivors. We all have lost a child to gun violence, and I just wanted to bring all the listeners in. And if you're watching audio, with us here on YouTube, Miss Rose Smith is the visionary behind this entire setup. We have lovingly been allowed to grow and to be on this journey towards well and healing. And today is when you see this recording, she is actually preparing for a huge retreat that is going to take place in Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee.
And it's also days away from the actual anniversary of Corey Ace Crow. And so Miss Rose Smith said that she would like to come and sit with us and tell us a little bit of her story. And not a little bit, if she wants to take as much time as she needs to actually bring a lot of I don't think people really know or understand the magnitude of what ACE embodies. Everybody hears this word ACE and they say, oh, is that
Lady on TV.
Yeah, the lady on TV. Or is that place on the corner of Standard Avenue? Or is that lady that works with the kids? Or is that lady that started the young entrepreneurs? She's all of that. Not only does ACE house all of these programs and opportunities and entrepreneur, the heart of it all was birthed out of her pain. And that's the part that we don't want to glaze over. It's some amazing opportunities being birthed out of her sacrifice of the taking of her son, Ace Corey Crow. So we want to just start by just saying, if you don't mind bringing us forward a little bit, you've always been in the community. You are a person that has served for many years. Your beginning started with childcare.
That is correct. And a lot of people don't know that I still have childcare going on today.
Right now. Very involved. One of the most sought after centers in Louisville, Kentucky, right here in the heart of West Louisville. And it's thriving. I'm impressed because not only do I accompany Miss Rose on this healing journey as a facilitator, but I am a community healer, and I was able over the summer to see her in action working in different hard hats. I say hard hats because this is a hard act to follow, and you have to be secure with yourself to run a well-oiled machine like the ACE Project. And we call it the ACE Project because it's the ACE Healing Project, it's the ACE Prom, it's the ACE Entrepreneurs, it's the Men in the Making. It is so many things, but the reason why we have all of these titles is because of your son, Corey Ace Crow. Can you tell us a little bit about Corey? And then we want to ask that you bring us forward to his taking in October the 25th. And what you did was so amazing. And if you all could look behind her, there's a story coming. There's a story that needs to be highlighted about this house featured in this picture. So for those of you all that, is it gonna stay? Sorry that we even touched it.
No, it's fine.
Yes, there we go.
So it's all good. It's all good. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the story. Well, I'm going to start with Corey. Corey was my 24-year-old son. I call him my chocolate drop. Yeah. He was my chocolate drop. But not only was he my chocolate drop, he was a very, very confident person. As a matter of fact, I mean, I'd say sometimes he was like a ladies' man. You know what I mean? And he was so confident. Our family laughed and stuff because he called himself Chocolate Thunder. I don't know where he got that confidence from, but he was always so self-assured and self-confident. And whatever he put his mind to, he would do it. And I do think that's a little bit right there he may have gotten from me. I often think he looked nothing like me. Nothing. I remember going to his senior game where they had the football and it was senior night. I remember it like it was yesterday. And it was me and his father escorting him down the field. And I remember the principal as he introduced Corey going down the field. He said, "This is Corey Crow, our senior, being escorted by his father." And he called the father's name and left me completely out.
Oh, wow.
Left me completely out. I'm like, this man didn't even acknowledge me. You know, it's all good. I've gotten over it. But I'm like, he looked so much like his dad. He did not and does not look like me. But his ways, he had things, it was like, it wasn't the outer that was me. It was a lot of the inner. And one thing I would say that we do have a lot alike, the soup coolers. He had mama soup coolers. But other than that, probably nothing else. But Corey was, as I say, he was very confident in all that. And Corey was, he went off to Murray State. So he went to Murray State, and on his way going to Murray State, he found out that his girlfriend was pregnant. And soon as he found that out, he wanted to leave school. He said he wanted to be there when his child was born. He did not want his girlfriend to go through that without him. He wanted to take on that responsibility. Me and his dad was like, "Look, Corey, would you just, go on? We'll help take care of the baby. We got you. You just go on and you stay in school." He was adamant he was not going to stay in school. And he didn't. And so he did leave school, but he found a passion for cutting hair. And so he went to barber school. He really enjoyed it. That's something else he got from me, entrepreneurship. And so that's what Corey wanted to do. He wanted to cut hair. And when I tell you, not only was that something he enjoyed to do or enjoyed doing, he was damn good at it.
Oh, that's so good.
He was good at it, And so after all of that, he graduated barber school, and he was in school at the time that someone decided to take his life by gun. He was in school because he wanted to own his own barber college. So he was in school to become a master barber and to be a instructor, because that was his dream, to own his own barber college, and that was taken away from him. And so on October 25th, 2014, I got the tragic news that my ace, and he nicknamed himself Ace. That's a whole nother thing. I'm telling you, he was just one of his own. So that's how Queen of Peace came about, because I said if he could nickname himself Ace, and I did have the granny name. Now Queen was already my granny name. The family had gave me that, but it was Queen Mama, and so they just dropped Mama for whatever reason. I was just kind of Queen. But I thought, if I was to be queen of anything, what would you want to be the queen of? And my spirit said the Queen of Peace. And I tell people all the time, my peace is people everywhere acting compassionately every day. Every day. And just as ACE, which is my son's nickname, and the nonprofit is the ACE Project, we use ACE as an acronym for acting or act compassionately every day. So we have the Queen of Peace and ACE. So that's how all of that came about. But at the corner of 25th and Standard, where his life was taken, and I must say, to this day, within a few days, it would be 11 years. I still don't know who, and I don't know why.
Can we pause for one moment for that part right there? don't know who, and don't know why. I think that is each and every one of our stories. But for 11 years, for you to have to realize, and this is your reality, Lisa.
Miss Rose, with you doing that, and I've known Miss Rose before Corey and before Dre was taken. Miss Rose was one of the first people that reached out to me after my son was murdered. It was a day later. I mean, of course, my mom, my family did, but Miss Rose said, feel how you want to feel. Miss Rose has personally been holding my hand.
Yes.
I do know who my son's murderer is. He did get locked up the same day my son was murdered. Miss Rose has sat with me through court. Miss Rose sat with me through me saying my victim's statement and saw my son's murder get sentenced. Can you pass me the tissues, please? Miss Rose has also sat with me through 2 parole hearings. And I appreciate you for that, Miss Rose. You held my hand the whole way. But how do you feel sitting with me, and you do this with other mothers as well, seeing the mothers get justice? How can you keep pushing when you just said you didn't get justice yet?
I remember standing on the corner of 25th and Standard, the very first interview I did, and I had a lot of people around me. And I remember it like it was yesterday. And I remember these words speaking them. Pain and misery is inevitable. Pain and trouble is inevitable. But misery is optional. I refuse not to let the murderer of my son have me miserable.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
I made that declaration right then and there that no matter what, in matter of fact, I'm going to stand on this corner and I want you to see me because you're not going to dictate how this is going to go. So you're going to see this mother on this corner and whatever you're going to think. Here's what I was hoping that person or whoever persons or whatever, this is what I'm going to be very transparent. I am so sick of her ass. She won't go away.
Yes, ma'am.
She won't go away. And I'm not.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Rose, because it's almost 4 years come December, but my son's murder's been sentenced, and in another 2 years, he'll be released. So you'll sit with me and still hold my hand through that. And I pray, whoever did it, just turn yourself in.
Yes.
If you know something, say something.
Absolutely. I want to pause. Thank you for sharing that,
Thank you,
Lisa.
Lisa.
Thank you for asking that question. Miss Rose, thank you for your amazing response. Right behind Miss Rose, for the viewers, this is the house. This is the actual house that Corey Ace Crow was taken in 2014. And it will be soon 11 years on October the 25th. So I want everyone to just take a moment to actually look at this house. It has been named the Ace Project and
Ace Place.
Ace Place, and Miss Rose has been there, making it a community space for the last how many years?
We actually did the ribbon cutting in 2019.
2019. So since 2019, this has been transformed, and it's so funny when I go in that house because I used to visit that house every Sunday inside with a family member.
Wow.
And the disarray and the confusion and chaos that went on in that house, I just be like, ain't no way that you can turn pain into purpose the way that you have. Literally, you don't know the story. Not only did you take the most painful place that you could visit in the city,
I've heard it.
you turned something that was ugly and bad into a beautiful place. Not just aesthetically, but the work that you're doing in there, Miss Rose. I'm so grateful to see the other side of that, to witness it in real life and have my own testimony. To have my own. Like, ain't nobody telling me what went on in that house. Ain't nobody telling me how it used to be. I know it for myself. And to see what Ace is today, it is just remarkable. Like, I'm going to talk real quick about how I met Miss Rose. 2015, not even a year, because we share 10 years together. It'll be 11 years for me in February. So Miss Rose is the senior griever in this situation today. And I glean from her strength and her passion to not be bitter, but to be better. I met Miss Rose, I think 2016, 2017. Tyrese was taken 2020. 20,
Was it 21?
21.
21.
Tyrese.
okay,
She's 4
21.
years.
So I met Miss Rose in, I'm going to say, 17. It was 20. It was 20. I wrote my book. You didn't know me from a can of paint. Miss Rose didn't know me from a can of paint. I've always been a community service. I've always advocated for underserved communities, families that just need support. And so when my son died, it really ignited what it looked like to be an advocating voice for change. And so I wrote this book in the middle of the pandemic because life had changed for every last one of us. I had been sitting with my grief for about 5 years because AJ was taken in 2015. I said, it's time for me to do something. And so I wrote this book, and Miss Rose didn't know me from a can of paint. We all stuck in the house. It's COVID. It's crazy. But she bought my book, and she bought a t-shirt for me. I'll never forget. I still got the picture in my phone. And she gave me vegetation out of her garden. She paid me for my purchase of the book and the thing, and she gave me vegetation. And I said, not only did she support me, she gave me something that grew out of her garden. And I was like, wow, I love this. And I made me the best BLT ever with the tomatoes. And then the next time she saw me, I'm so glad that people don't judge you on how you show up one day out of 1,000 days of being a good person. The next time she saw me was 2021 on a early morning that had been raining, and I literally had lost my mind because I've been advocating for gun violence since 2015, since my son died, and I've been putting these events together, and people will not participate. Like, where's all the hurting families that I'm thinking need this support?
Right.
They won't show up for themselves. And that's one of our statements. We say, thank you for showing up for you. Because I'm not getting nothing from this besides the opportunity to serve in a way that I know that makes me feel better. Because I needed these services when we were at our day one, right?
We didn't have it.
We didn't have it. So Tyree, Riri, we love you. In your absence, we're going to always lift Tyree's name. Tyree was taken from us on his school bus. And it shook me to my core because of his last name. He had a slender build like my son, AJ, little dark chocolate boy like our sons. So we instantly connected. And I said, this has got to be the most craziest, cruel joke that can be played on a mother. Tyree called his mother on the phone as he was expiring and told her, Mama, I'm not going to make it. I've been shot on my school bus. Stop.
Just a couple minutes.
Just a couple of minutes from him walking, I lost my ever-loving mind. I lost my mind. I said, I know Louisville has lost all dignity to be shooting at a bus stop this early in the morning while kids are trying to go to school and do the right thing. This young, innocent black man that has a mother that goes to work, loves her kids, has to deal with somebody's stupidity. We pay for this. We don't, just because you raise your hand, and because your child was murdered by somebody, you got your the funeral paid for free. Nobody's raising their hand? Oh, okay. We got to pay for somebody's hardship that they put on us. This woman had to get off her job and find out that her son died trying to go to school. So I lost my mind. And her name is Sharita Smith. Miss Rose's name is Rosita Smith, which we call her Miss Rose. And then my name is Elgina Smith. I instantly was like, that could have been a family member. So I just felt this compelling compassion to go down there. And everybody knows me in the community as, a voice for healing. And they gave me the bullhorn for some reason. I don't know why they gave me the bullhorn. And I went crazy. I said, I don't know who got the bad kids. Everybody can't have the good kids because because if we all had good kids, then he wouldn't be dead. Somebody say something, do something. And I absolutely lost my mind. And I looked over and I locked eyes with Miss Rose Smith. And I was like, oh no, this nice lady that bought my book sees me being crazy. But I wanted her to know in that moment that I will absolutely come out of character to do the right thing for the right reason.
It's not really being crazy. It's being passionate.
Passionate.
In pain. In pain.
And other people who hasn't lost a child might see you as crazy, but we understand and understand
Very good.
that
Very good.
it's being passionate because we're tired of our children dying. We're not supposed to bury our children.
What Miss Rose did for me that day, she hugged me. She embraced me with a familiar hug, like I understand. She hugged the hell out of me because at that moment I was in such a rage that I believe I had PTSD, and we've talked about PTSD for many years. It triggered that pain inside of me where I was so numb from what happened to my son because because shame, guilt, grief, all that comes in waves. Like, I was ashamed that my son got murdered. People, what did you do? They instantly judge you. What did
It's
your
a
child
stigma
do?
with it.
Got murdered. Like it's a disease. Like, oh, stay away from them. He got murdered. So I had the shame. I'm like, what? Why would they do that to her? And so Miss Rose hugged that shame away from me. And she gave me an embrace in the middle of a West Louisville street, raining. She hugged me and she said, it's okay, baby. And I want to thank also the Moms of Demand Action. They all embraced me and they was like, listen, your voice has purpose.
That's it.
And they taught me in that moment that you can advocate another way. You don't have to act indignant. They want us to get out here and act stupid and crazy. But you can lift your voice in Washington and everywhere else that makes a difference. And from that day, I've not been separate from Mrs. Rose's guidance, her love, and her support. Because through that, I found out about ACE and the things that ACE was doing. And then it grew to so much so that she partnered with me in having, in that same month, my event. And after that, I was like, this lady is willing to support. Oh my God. And guess what? She was like, I'm doing this retreat. And I said, and she asked me to speak. I said, oh my God. So she taught me that there's a time and a place for everything. And you do things with decency and order. Opportunities was open up for you because I had the passion. I have always wanted to serve. And the capacity to serve just did not present itself because I was born on this island. I didn't have a grief buddy. I didn't have a soul sister. I didn't have angel sisters. You know what I mean? And so Miss Rose not only created a safe space, but she's created a space for me to grow and elevate and open up my thoughts on how I can advocate for other families. And so she's not only done it for me, she's done it for Cindy. She's done it for Lisa.
And something about you said about the rain. When you guys met, it was raining. Miss Rose, you said you stood on the rain street. When Miss Rose introduced me to Elgina, it was raining and I was having a total breakdown. Miss Rose is so busy. She's like, I will take time to call this lady that you can talk to. The rain kept saying, she's like, I'm here for you. Don't give up. I remember, just stay focused. It's not as bad as you see. And I was like, wow. Then the rain broke it up. And then I met Elgina later at the first retreat that you had. I also met Sydney there. Didn't know her for anywhere. Everybody thought we knew each other. Nope, we didn't know anybody.
I wonder why they thought that.
I wonder why. Yes, we were the. We had a discussion that night with Elgina. We were the two minorities there.
We only two, but that's okay.
We were the two minorities there, and it doesn't matter what race or color you are, because when you lose a child, I mean,
The violence
Gun
doesn't
doesn't-
discriminate.
No.
It doesn't discriminate, and so why should we?
Absolutely.
We don't. So we may all be different shades, different whatever, but we are all sisters. We are all united. Do you hear me?
right.
And what they see, honey, we see the inside of us. You know what I mean? We can't look at
outside don't
that.
matter.
We can't. We not. So we are all in this thing
But-
together.
Yes, and
As
that's
I discussed with Elgina that day, I felt welcome.
absolutely.
Very good.
I was
Yeah,
very
that's what I'm
welcome
gonna-
there.
Very good. You
I had
very
just had an injury. That's when I became blind in my eye. That was trying to deter me from coming to the first retreat because I'm like, these ladies are going to be crying. I'm crying. Who's going to help me out? I
We
met
all
a whole sisterhood.
We all
Miss
did.
Anita,
Everybody
Cindy. I can't even list everybody that helped me, but everybody, Miss Rose, like everybody helped me out there. So I knew then, like Elgina said, I don't want no more friends. I have sisters now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Miss Rose is my adopted mom, aunt, family member, that Queen of Peace.
I want to say this real quick, and I want to let Miss Rose definitely have her time. We don't want to hold you all, but Miss Rose is such a intricate player, and layers and layers and layers just belong to gratitude when it comes to her. And this is how Voices of Pain came about. Miss Rose is very adamant about us speaking out, telling our truth,
Yes.
making sure that she gets invited everywhere, and everybody wants her to speak. But guess what she'll say? I'll come, but I have somebody I want to speak. And she'll say, I have a wonderful mother by the name of Cindy. You would love to hear her story. I have a wonderful mother by the name of Elgina. You'll love to hear her story. I want you to meet Lisa. And she's so wise and kind on how she does that, because her book would be booked every day of the year if she took every speaking engagement. But she's so wise that she will say, I'll come, I'll support, but she is watching us grow before our very eyes. So Lisa would never speak. Lisa doing this podcast, I'm seeing a whole Cindy and Lisa
Cindy.
are our
Cindy.
weeping. Yes,
There ain't tears flowing all the time.
they are weeping, honey.
No,
women.
we got to pull them in. I said, y'all, and I tell them, and each and every one of y'all to this day, I said, get ready.
Yes.
I keep telling them to get ready.
And at that time,
it's only
I was
one of
like,
me.
get ready for what? I'm not going to say nothing. She's like, you will when it's ready.
You will. Your time to say.
And when
You gotta say
Miss Rose
something.
said, who wants to do a podcast? It had to be my son raising my arm because I was like this. Yes, me. I'm looking at myself like, I'm
And I'm
speaking.
looking like, oh.
And look.
Well, see, so a little bit about the way I met Miss Rose.
Very
so
good.
I was at the steps at the mom's, murdered mom's son and the daughter. I can't ever say it right.
Right.
Kenneth
Moms
Forster.
of murdered sons and daughters
And Miss
of
Rose,
Kentucky.
Miss Rose was speaking. And the way I felt when she was speaking, truth. That's how I want to grieve. This is how I want to do it. This is where I need to be, because I don't want to be grieving the way I was.
We don't want to be.
We don't want to be trauma bonding.
We
want to heal.
yes,
For real.
Whole,
Inspire.
healthy.
give people hope.
Woo, that right.
That was everything that you gave me that day.
That's what.
And ever since then, and that's 5 years.
5
we
years.
have been doing this together. 5
years.
And that's what we want people to understand, Cindy and Lisa and Elgina. We say voices of pain, but the voices of pain is about giving hope
Exactly.
to those who are hurting.
Exactly.
And let you know that your pain does not have to paralyze you. And there is purpose through the pain. And your pain is not a punishment. Let's just pause there.
Okay.
Your pain is not a punishment. I want whoever's out there listening to us right now, I want you, if you don't hear nothing else, please hear that. That your pain is not a punishment. And believe you me, that there's pain, But God can give you purpose in
He
it.
will. He will.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at each and every one of us.
And I know that we are getting.
We're gonna do a part 2.
Absolutely, we are.
Well, Miss Rose has spoken. This is how we do it when Miss Rose
Do you
speaks.
see why we had to get Queen of Peace in the place to be? Okay, so listen, we want
Excuse me.
to draw it all back in. Miss Rose, you are phenomenal. When she gets started, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
ministry is all over her. Like I get the chill bumps, and I be like, because I watch her. She'll start off so nice and kind, baby, and then she'll just. It's
feels it.
amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's the passion.
It's passion and it's purpose and it's so necessary. So Miss Rose, I want to talk about your birthday. And this is the thing, you guys, compound grief. Her birthday was 2 days ago. Well, no, yesterday.
Yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Her birthday
One
was
day
yesterday.
ago.
1 day ago. 1 day ago. And her son's
Life
death
was taken 6 days later.
6 days later. This is the meat of this message. Compound grief. So she has to celebrate her life for the last 10 years in his absence. And so some of the most amazing acts of kindness, because we was acing it. Everybody was acing.
Ace.
We was acing. We was acting compassionately every day in honor of Ace, knowing that Miss Rose is a woman of excellence. She loves when things come together for the good and purpose, and they are planned well for execution.
Excellence and integrity.
Excellence and integrity. So we have some special people that we want to thank. We want to thank everybody that attended her
Thank you.
surprise birthday party
Thank
and
you.
kept their lips shut.
Y'all got me. Y'all got me.
And
Thank you. Thank you.
also for the planning committee, for her, family, her son, her niece, Riri, her husband that had to sleep beside her every night and not talk in his sleep and tell anything. So Mr. Lonnie, every person, but we also have some special dignitaries that we want to thank. We want to thank for the opportunity to bring forward this meaningful picture.
Yes.
Is none other than Councilwoman.
Well, we're going to say J.P. Leninger because the district that ACES is in, J.P. Leninger's district.
Yes.
We want to thank Councilman Leninger.
Yes,
And we want to
thank
thank
you, Councilman.
Councilwoman Hawkins
Thank
as
you,
well.
Councilwoman Hawkins.
Yeah.
Right.
And so now, not only we did not really go into it, but I'm going to cut it real short, but when my son's life was taken, I stood on the corner of 25th and Standard the 25th day of every month for one whole year.
Yes.
So that means Christmas Day,
Ooh.
December 25th, I was standing on that corner. But what God said, and I'm sorry if you don't go there, but I have to because I know where my help come from.
Amen.
He would turn beauty into ashes. I mean, ashes into beauty. And what I was just so graciously awarded, which just totally on the birthday, they got me. But they really blew me with this, where actually we got an honorary street name that's going to be dedicated. We actually have Ace Way coming soon.
Come on.
So we want everyone to be on the lookout when we do the dedication. We want you to come out and celebrate with us. You all, Ace Way is coming soon.
That is big. That is amazing. So Cindy has one more question before we go. We always end with, the current news. Cindy is our analyst with statistics. So Miss Rose, Cindy's going to ask you a question.
So I'm going to start off with today we're at 24 homicides, 226 non-fatal, and 4,096 shot spotters. Now that doesn't include the shots that ain't being hit.
Now,
by
how many
the
homicides today?
Yeah.
94.
94.
Wow.
October the 20th.
And we have increased
So it's
since
even-
in 2 weeks.
Right. So in 11 years, how has that statistic changed?
So we at 94 today. 11 years ago, Corey was number 49. And there was a total for that year of 56.
Wow.
He was 49 in 2014.
In 2014.
In 2020, Allie was got killed right after Breonna Taylor, and
Whoa.
the day after, and we had 173 homicides that year.
It was, yeah.
I mean, so we are down from 2020 in 5 years, but we are skyrocketing
From
11 years.
yeah,
You
from
know,
11
you're-
years.
2015, the night AJ was murdered, the newspaper read, "This is the bloodiest weekend ever. 8 people was killed that one night." And in 1996, the day I brought him home, 8 people was killed that year. So in 1996, it was record news that 8 people had been murdered
For the year.
for the year.
Oh.
And the night that he got killed in 2015, 8 people one night.
Wow. My son wasn't murdered in Louisville, Kentucky. He was murdered in Frankfort, Kentucky. I really didn't look into that number, but I think he was like the second murder in that town. And Frankfort is our capital where we pass laws. And so I'm always going there when we advocate.
We have to.
Let's just have a moment of silence now, as we always do, for the ones who we've lost.
Thank you so much for your patience, your time, and your sitting with us today. As we always say, thank you for showing up for yourself. We have been visited by the founder and the voice, the original voice of pain, Miss Rose Smith. Miss Rose Smith, we would like to give you the opportunity to say any last remarks and remind everybody that this 23rd will be the 4th annual or 5th annual?
The 4th annual healing
4th
retreat.
annual
We're going to Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee. And so this mission is not just for Kentucky. We're taking this thing about healing and hurting.
It's a
and
national
hope.
crisis, so
It's
we
a
need to
national.
take it, national.
So, Ms. Rose Smith, you have the mic.
First of all, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that's sitting on this couch with me. I thank you all for your yes. I thank you all for being who you are. And I just want to say, as we continue on, I just want you all to know this is just the beginning. The best is yet to come. And I thank you all for going on this journey with me. And I would just leave with this. I just want whoever's out there just to keep working with the hand that you were dealt, because you have a winning hand. You just got to know how to play it. Peace.
Ooh. Cindy, you go behind her. Oh, my goodness.
I can't even top that one.
Say your regular line, girl. Don't try nothing new. Don't try nothing new.
Ooh, baby. Oh, so I always say, live, not just survive. Love yourself as well as others.
Yes.
And laugh because it's contagious and healing. My 3 L's.
And I always say, build legacy out of the love that you have for your loved one, and be better and not bitter. But it's also set your attitude to have gratitude for every day that you're given.
And I always say, and I sort of got this from Miss Rose when Corey, act compassionate every day. Dre's Dre, D-R-E, do right every day.
That's right.
And that, for all that it's worth, is our show for today. We really appreciate you
Number
for joining
7.
us. Number 7!
Thank you all.
And cut.